All right, I am live. All right, Gunfreak Nation. First and foremost, rest in peace to all of the people that lost their lives during the hurricane. You know, Gunfreak Nation members, if you was affected or impacted by that hurricane, I wish you the best, man. I pray for you. Rest in peace to all the people that lost their lives. Um, when I saw this, uh, what up, though? What up? Send them trolls to Funky Town. Somebody get out of line in here, brother. But anyway, when I saw this report, I said, I got to go live. I actually saw it yesterday, and I was going to do a video, but I'm like, you know what? I better just do. I'm compelled to go live with this one right here. Listen, Trump, he was right. We got some demons that's in charge of the country, and we got another demon that's trying to win and be president for another 4 years, which we're going to be beyond hell. We already living in hell, right? Can't nobody tell me, what up, everybody that's in the chat? Nobody can tell me that this is not all by design, man. We got 13 over excuse me, over 13,000 illegal migrants that have crossed the border that is now roaming around free in this country. I think it's like 16,000 convicted rapists, over 13,000 convicted murderers. And you wonder why we're getting reports on the uptick of violent crime and murders due to these illegal migrants that's over here. We ain't talking about the regular American savages. We're talking about savages that was let into this country on purpose to it's a cesspool of just toxic and just evil and it's just sick, and I just can't make it make sense. You can't make something like this make sense. So Gunfreak Nation, I felt compelled to go live to tell y'all, have your Funky Town senders on the ready, because they are here, and they are here right now, and I guarantee you they are in a city near you or a town near you or in your town or could be next door to you. They have took this country to hell, and they ain't just crossing the border, they fly them in. Listen, man, if y'all ain't got y'all guns, I don't know what to tell you. What up, though, everybody that's in here? I do not know what to tell you. All I can say is Trump was right, man. One thing I agree with him on that border. Now, I got something that I have to play for y'all. I got to play this for you. When you see this, you're not going to believe it. Maybe some of y'all already know what time it is, but I'm talking about to y'all that's in the blind, that just think everything is all, just everything is all good. No, it's not good. When you got convicted murderers, do you know what that means? That if you were killed, and I'm YouTube, if you were unalive, you would do it again. If you rape, you would do it again. And they just opened the borders. Now Kamala went to the border yesterday, for those who don't know, and oh my God, man, she just acting like she's not the borders are. What kind of bullshit is this? She actually went to the border in Arizona yesterday. Listen, we are in trouble, and the only way we're going to get out of it is being able to protect ourselves. Let me play this. Enough of this. Y'all need to see this right here. Let me play this right here. Let me play this shit right here, man. I can't make this shit up.
Well, a disturbing development on the border crisis. Wait until you hear this. The Director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement confirms that more than 13,000 illegal immigrants convicted of murder have been caught at the border and then released into the United States. The letter here tells the tale. Hello, I'm John Roberts in Washington. You believe this, Sandra?
Which means they are here. And this is just an unbelievable development. I'm Sandra Smith in New York. Good to be with you, John. This is America Reports. Let's get right to Bill Malugin. He's got this news for us. He's live out of Douglas, Arizona right now, where Vice President Kamala Harris is set to visit later this afternoon. Bill, the details of this news, what do you have?
Yeah, and Sandra, bear with me. We just got these numbers moments ago, but it's a jaw dropper to say the least. So to set the stage here, let me just explain what these numbers mean. ICE has something called a non-detained docket. Essentially what that is it means migrants who were encountered by DHS but are no longer in federal custody. So who's on this non-detained docket? It's illegal immigrants who were caught and released at the border, released with the court date years away. They're in immigration proceedings, combined with illegal immigrants who have already been ordered deported from the country by a judge, but are still here roaming the country. So keep that in mind, this non-detained docket. According to a letter that the acting director of ICE just sent to Texas Congressman Tony Gonzalez, on ICE's non-detained docket, they're currently tracking 425,000 non-citizens who have been convicted of a crime. Of that number, over 13,000 non-citizens have convictions for homicide and are on the non-detained docket, meaning they're roaming the country right now. On top of that, there are another 15,811 non-citizens convicted of sexual assault who are roaming the country right now on ICE's non-detained docket. It doesn't stop there. Those are convictions. The ICE director also says there are currently just under 1,900 non-citizens on the non-detained docket who have pending homicide charges, who are roaming the country, and another 4,250 non-citizens who have pending sexual assault charges who are roaming the country on the non-detained docket. So people's eyes might be glazing over right now with all the numbers we just threw at you. Just to put it in a nutshell right here, what we've learned from the acting ICE director via this letter to Congressman Tony Gonzalez is right now there are over 13,000 illegal aliens convicted of homicide who are roaming the United States right now. There are another 15,811 illegal aliens roaming the country right now who have been convicted of sexual assault. And there are even more who are facing charges for homicide and charges for sexual assault. So this just goes to show, guys, the non-detained docket has exploded under the Biden administration to over, I believe it's 7.3 million. They're anticipating it could hit 8 million by the end of the year. But looking at the numbers on this letter right here, there are currently over 600,000 non-citizens on ICE's non-detained docket who are either convicted, 600,000 non-citizens on this non-detained docket who are roaming the country right now. Of that, 425,000 have already been convicted of crimes. 222,000 are pending crimes. And again, the most serious crimes we just told you about, over 13,000 convicted of homicide, over 15,000 convicted of sexual assault. And honestly, that is not a surprise to hear given these horrible headlines we keep seeing popping up in multiple parts of the country almost every day now of a horrible sexual assault or a murder or another violent felony committed by an illegal alien who is often caught and released from custody. And the jaw dropper here too, guys, is all these numbers we just rattled off, they don't even account for the nearly 2 million gotaways who have crossed our border under the Biden administration. Those almost 2 million gotaways, they were never encountered by DHS. They snuck in. They were never caught by Border Patrol. They were never encountered by ICE. There's no record of them. So they have nothing to do with the numbers I just rattled off to you. These are just the numbers of people that ICE has already encountered, that Border Patrol has encountered, that DHS knows who they are. And we just saw those horrible stories in Nantucket the other day. ICE ran a week-long operation in Nantucket, and in a single operation in a 48-hour span, they arrested 2 Salvadoran illegal aliens who came into the country as gotaways and were arrested for child rape on Nantucket. They got a Brazilian guy who was arrested for sexually assaulting a Nantucket resident, and then a Guatemalan guy who was previously deported who was arrested for sexually assaulting a Nantucket resident. So we keep seeing all these headlines about migrant crime popping up in different cities all over the country. This right here is the first time we have ever seen specific numbers as to who and what ICE is tracking when it comes to convicted criminals who have crossed the border at some point and are either supposed to be deported or are going through their immigration proceedings, but are not in ICE custody right now and are roaming the country. So I'll ping it back to you guys, but some pretty jaw-dropping numbers that we are still going through as we speak right now.
So, Bill, this letter that was sent from the acting director of ICE to Congressman Tony Gonzalez of Texas, it responds to an inquiry that Gonzalez sent him back in March. I just talked to Gonzalez a moment ago, and he's going to be joining us at the top of our next hour. He's surprised that he ever heard back at all. But what's interesting is in this letter, the acting director says, quote, ICE recognizes that some jurisdictions are concerned that cooperating with federal immigration officials will erode trust with immigrant communities and make it harder for law enforcement to serve those populations. However, sanctuary policies can end up shielding dangerous criminals who often victimize those same communities. I mean, that would appear to be, from the acting director of ICE, a tacit acknowledgement here that sanctuary policies are endangering the public.
100%. And I talk to a lot of ICE contacts pretty much every single day, and that is their biggest frustration is all over the country.
You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. First and foremost, shout out and salute to everybody that's in here. All 65 of y'all. Listen, man. Like someone said, imagine here in the United States, we letting 13,000 convicted murderers out of our prisons and just letting them roam free on the streets of America. That's exactly what this administration has done. And it's sickening and fucking disgusting. And if you don't have a gun, I know the gun is very important, but you got to have mentally be prepared and be savage ready in the mind. And when I say that, is one of them savages, I don't give a fuck whether it's an illegal migrant savage or American-born savage. A savage is a fucking savage. But these bastards in this administration has made it worse by allowing 13,000. And by the way, did y'all catch the point where it was like those are the ones that got caught? So the number 13,000 is much, much way higher. These the motherfuckers that got caught. And they know they murdered somebody and they still let them free. They right here in the country right now. Now, what I want to know, Gun Freak Nation, what is your contingency plan? Because I really do believe that the shit is about to hit the fan. We got an election, right around the corner. And I feel like if Trump ran, and let's pray that he wins, but whether he win or whether he lose, I still think that the outcome is going to be I feel like it's going to be some violence. I feel like it's going to be some civil unrest. Because that side, those fucking liberals, they believe in violence. They believe if they don't have their way, they will riot, they will uprise, ain't no uprising, them motherfuckers will They ready to destroy some shit. They ready to burn some buildings down. So you can't put nothing past it. We got a little glimpse of that back in 2020 with them George Floyd riots. So we got 13,000. Look, hey, everybody who voted for Joe Biden, everybody who intend on voting for Kamala, hey man, I thank you. Look what you have done. And she gonna be worse. She worse than Biden. And she had the nerve to show her ass up at the border in Arizona yesterday, man. And her and Biden is the reason for this. You can't, no, it's Biden's fault. Biden did it. No, she co-signed that shit. She co-signed that. They freaking motherfucking frack. She's a part of the fuck shit, y'all. I'm telling you right now, get your guns right now, man. We got extra 13,000 murderers and probably more than that walking amongst us right now that they let in. They let them in. And all they doing it for, they want their votes, man. That's some dirty, low down, diabolical, evil, scheming shit. We've been sold out. Let's just call it for what it is. They don't give a fuck. They never gave a care about us. And I'm so sick of these celebrities and all these, we don't give a fuck. Vote for Kamala. If you don't vote for Kamala, you ain't shit. You ain't black. You ain't shit. And just vote for her. Shut the fuck up and just vote for her. This is ridiculous, y'all. I don't know what's to come. But whatever that is about to come, it ain't going to be good. We already dealing with close to World War III right now that Biden has started. Look what's going on over there in the Middle East right now. You think that shit is not going to escalate when they just took out one of their leaders? Man, come on, y'all. Gunfreak Nation, listen. From coast to coast, from continent to continent, listen. Especially if you're a member here in the United States, get your guns ready, get your supplies, but more importantly, please, I'm begging you, get your guns on the ready because the shit is about to pop off. It's about to kick off, y'all. And y'all need to be ready for this. Y'all need to be ready. They let motherfucking murderers, fuck the gangs. We talking about rapists. We talking about hardcore murderers that don't have a problem taking you out and sending you to funky time. We can't let that shit go down like that, man. We got to be able to protect our lives, our families. This shit is not, we living in a wicked, wicked world. Once again, shout out to all y'all that's in here, to all 85 of y'all. I love y'all, man. I'm not on here. I get so many emails from people. T, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You don't change. You don't switch up. You're a fearmonger. Well, fuck you. You an idiot and you a fucking fool and you believe in everything that these Democrats is everything that you hear from them, you believing in it. So if you want to be a fucking idiot, then be an idiot, but don't come running to my door begging and pleading for me to let your bitch ass in because you had a chance to get armed your damn self. You understand? Fuck you. But anyway, Gunfreak Nation, listen, y'all, take this shit for what it is. I love you. Get armed. Please get armed. Ed Torres, let me give you a shout out, brother. I appreciate you, Ed. Eddie Torres, what up? Big Cam, Brian, what's good with it? Do something different. What up? Destro 777, Carol, my sister. Alex Martinez, what up, brother? Big Cam, what up? Bandit Traps. Destro, Jacob Two-Way Guy. D. Thomas, Maxis Wilson. Wani Vessel, what's up, brother? It's Merch TV. Health. Shout out to everybody in this motherfucker, man. Listen, get armed right now. This is not no fucking joke. Big Baby! What up, though, brother? I got to jump on some of your lives soon, Big Baby. Who else in here, man? All 85 of y'all, man. Shout out. Hamlet, XXX, what's up, brother? Juan Araya, what's up? Gene. Oh, no, that's Juan. My bad if I butchered your name, brother. I think that's all. I think I gave everybody who's in the chat. Nyaka Guzman. I'm sorry, brother, if I messed your name up, but salute to you. Pamela Clark, hey, sis. Listen, stay up. For you women of Gunfreak Nation, tonight at midnight, I have another video premiering. When I saw this, I actually cried in this video because it broke my heart. Women, please, I beg you, get armed. Because these savages that's out here, they look at y'all as a soft target. They look at y'all, why you think, women been getting attacked by American savages, but lately in the last couple of years, you've been hearing about them illegal savages that's attacking them. And now you know the reason why. Look how many that they bite and let come into the country. They didn't sneak into the country. These motherfuckers came, the door's wide open, the border's wide open for them to come. But tonight at midnight, we got the Uber driver savage that picked up this young lady that could have easily have been, anybody's daughter. God forbid the occupation that, she had, which here in Gunfreak Nation, we don't cast no judgment on nobody's occupation. You making an honest living, hey, it is what it is. But this bastard, this savage, Uber driver, share ride or whatever, ride, share, whatever, picked her up and viciously sexually assaulted this poor woman. And when she put up a resistance, he unalived her. When he dumped her body, this savage, I'm going to tell you how savage this demon is, this nasty demon is. He had the nerve to go back to the body and rape the body, sexually assaulted her body. And y'all, we got people out there saying it ain't no savages. Why you got to call them savages? They just criminals. Y'all just don't know. And I hope y'all don't find out the right way. We dealing with demons. And the biggest ones is this current administration. And you got one, you can look at her and tell she's no fucking good, man. You can look at her and she's going to sell out the country. She hates this country. She's a fucking Marxist, y'all. Listen, I'm begging y'all, please. I'm not advocating no vigilantism. I'm advocating y'all to be able to protect your life and your family's life. If you love your family, if you got kids, if you got a wife, if you got a husband, it's so worth it in investing in that tool, that Funky Town Sender tool, to save a life, to save your life. They don't want to talk about that. No, that clip that I showed was from Fox. You will never see that shit on CNN, on MSNBC, on ABC, because they don't want to play it because it's going to make Kamala look bad. When they doing everything in their power, the great almighty media machine, they're doing everything in their power to lift her up, to pop her up, to make her look like she's the best thing ever. But we see through that shit, man. And I'm so sick of people saying, "Oh, well, she's a gun owner." I met somebody the other day. She ain't trying to take out bullshit. If she's let me put it to you like this: she can have all the guns in the world, but guess what? She don't want y'all to have them. She don't want us to have them. And let's not forget that she got Secret Service detail. All right, she may well have a handgun, but I guarantee you, she don't want us to have our AR-15s, our AK-47s, anything with a high capacity that we can defend ourselves against a group of savages that's trying to break up in our homes. Fuck you. Anybody that's against me being well armed against these fucking savages, fuck you. You mean me no good, and you not to be trusted. Gunfreak Nation, listen, man. Y'all look out for that video tonight. Thank each and every one of y'all, all 100 of y'all, for coming up in here. Listen, every single one of y'all I love, man. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's take this situation for what it is. This is a serious, dire situation. They are letting hardcore convicted murderers into this country, and they are roaming around amongst us right now. Rapists, man. Who gonna be next? That's the question. Who is going to be the next victim? That's what I want to know, y'all. Who is going to be the next victim? So please, for you women, y'all need to watch this video that's gonna premiere tonight. If you can't stay up late, then catch the replay of it. But I love y'all. It ain't right what's happening to us. It's just not right to let, and I'm not, in Gunfreak Nation, please don't get me misunderstood. We are loving people right here. We accepting and we loving. It's all about being righteous. This is not a channel of hate. This is a channel of love, to the point that we love ourselves so much that we are willing to, go to the depths of hell to defend our families. And we love our country. But I just think it's wrong. I really do think it's wrong that they opening up the floodgates at the border, and they ain't even vetting these people, man. It's all about the vote. Every single one of us in this room, in this chat room, every single one of us is about to be replaced. And when I say replaced, I'm talking about voting rights, man. They letting their new vote. They being slick with the shit. But anybody can see that shit 1,000 miles away. You can see what they doing. They want it's a new. Somebody in the comments mentioned it earlier. New world order. That's what it's all about. You either got to think, be on get with their program. If you don't get with their program, they don't care. They will eradicate us. And why do you think they want to disarm us? When them trains pull up, when them buses pull up, and they trying to make us get on that shit and take us to whatever, because we ain't down with the program. You got these motherfucking celebrities that these sellouts that's promoting that shit and hyping that shit up. We in fucking trouble. We are in fucking trouble. You go out there and try to put the truth to somebody, they'd rather put a gun to your head and blow your brains out, man, before they accept the truth. That's why I say we in trouble. We are in fucking trouble, man. You right, D. Thomas. Stay strapped or get fucking clapped. And let me stop all this cussing and shit, man. I just get, Carol, you said Pittsburgh is going to shit. You know what, sis? It's happening all over, man, from coast to coast. It's happening. It's already started. The question is how is it going to finish? Is it going to be finished at the expense of our demise? They want this shit. Y'all got to realize that the Democrats, they thrive in this type of environment. They thrive in fear. They like to have people scared, because they realize that if people scared, they're willing to give up a little bit of their freedoms, man, for protection. They want this shit. They thrive in fear, terror, chaos. They want this shit, y'all. They for this fuck shit. Everything them motherfuckers stand on is ungodly. Put it to you like that. Who else? And let me just get a little bit deeper, if you don't mind. Just really sit back and just observe what they represent. Everything that the Democrats, especially these elite leftist motherfuckers, the extreme left, everything that they represent is unrighteous, is ungodly. You know what I'm saying? It's they for murder. And y'all know what I'm talking about. They for that. They for all that fuck shit, man. They for all that. See, I'm about to get too deep in YouTube. They about to pull this shit, man. I'm telling you, all I can say to you, Gun Freak Nation, is be on the ready, man. Have your guns, have your Funky Town senders on the ready, because it can pop off at any time. They can be at your door, at your window, climbing in, and you don't want to be that victim, man. You don't want to be that person that's begging for your life. And I'd be damned if I call 911 hoping and praying and betting my life on they get there in time to save me. I'm a grown ass man. So I'm gonna take care of me and mine. Gunfreak Nation, I love y'all. I may go live again later tonight, but I had when I saw that, I had to share the news. They here, and the thing is, it's only a matter of time before it comes to your door. And you need to be armed and you need to be ready. Gunfreak Nation, I love you. Listen, y'all, stay armed, stay responsible with your firearms, stay righteous, and be ready to send that dirty, low-down savage to Funky Town. I love you, Gunfreak Nation. Salute, baby. Stay armed and savage ready. Love you.